One of the problems for interest groups is getting people to join them and getting people to participate. And one of the reasons for that is because, for the most part, what interest groups are fighting for are public goods. And particularly when we're talking about single issue groups or citizens groups. Reducing drunk driver death is a public good that everybody shares. Clean air and clean water is a public good that everybody shares. And the characteristics of a public good are that they're non-exhaustive. You can't use them up. So if I stand on the beach and take in a beautiful sunset, I can't keep you from doing that. I can't use up the beauty of the sunset, and I can't exclude you from seeing the sunset. Clean air, the same thing. I can't breathe deeply and take in all the air. So because of that, because everybody shares in them, there's a free rider problem. People know that they don't have to participate. They don't have to join Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They don't have to give money. They don't have to participate. They don't have to testify in front of Congress. And Mothers Against Drunk Driving will go out and do good for all of us, and we all benefit. Now, clearly, that is not true of corporations that are trying to get special benefits for themselves, exemptions, money, those sorts of things. That's not public goods. We'll talk about that in the next lecture. But how do these interest groups get people to join if they can't exclude you from the benefits? They can't use them up themselves. The first is material benefits, that they give you something. And whether that's, relieving you of guilt, whether it's, a friend signs up for a 5K and you give them $5, the material benefit is that you help your friend. Two organizations that really figured out this part of things, the Lance Armstrong Foundation had these little rubber bracelets that they sold for $1. They cost 2 cents to make. And the point is that people wanted the yellow bracelets because they were cool, because they were trendy, not because someone sat down and said, of all of the organizations trying to fight cancer, trying to raise money for cancer research, trying to advocate for more government money, I believe that the Lance Armstrong Foundation is the one that I want to support. People wanted the yellow bracelet. They gave $1 because it's $1, who cares? And they wanted the yellow bracelet. And every other organization said, no, we can have a bracelet. So there's pink bracelets for breast cancer, and there's, camo bracelets for the military, and there's every color under the sun you could possibly think of, because they're cheap to make, and they sell for $1, and they're easy to transport to whatever event you're getting. So you get something for it. It's not that you're doing massive amounts of research and choosing where to spend your dollars. ALS Ice Bucket Challenge a few summers back, this went viral, and again, every other organization on the planet is thinking, how can I get people to dump something on their head and send us millions and millions of dollars? And ALS did in fact get millions and millions of dollars. And they had an actual problem because of that, because they knew, suddenly they got $200 million in a couple of months, and they knew they were never going to get that much money again. And so they really had to be careful in how they spent it, because it wasn't that people looked and said, oh, this terrible, awful, debilitating disease, I want to help support it. It was this trendy, viral social media thing that really took off. And so ALS spent 6 months researching what they should do with the money and really contemplating what they should do. And they made some really wise decisions, because they have had major breakthroughs in discovering what causes, what markers on the DNA might predict it. Lots of things that not only will help ALS, but also some of the associated diseases with Parkinson's and tremors that are caused. So Amazing, amazing research because of that. But those are material benefits. You get something, the keychain, the t-shirt, the 5K run, the friend asking for donations. Those are all material benefits. Second, and this is more towards the economic groups that you might join, the American Medical Association or the Nurses Association or the Teachers Association. Some professional organizations will have informational benefits. You want to join because you get the journal and you get invited to the conference, and it's information that you want as a professional. So that tends to be more the economic groups that have that. The third benefit is solidarity. You join because of the group aspect, and whether it's because you want to be with other people who have that shared experience, or you want to, do good, you want to do beach cleanups, and you care about the environment, but you're there because of the group aspect itself. Finally, there's purposive benefits, that you join because you want to change the law, that you want the purpose of the organization to come true. And so those people are kind of the smallest number of people in the organization, and they are there to achieve those goals. And so they're going to be much more involved. And you need all of those people. You need the people who are given $1, and you need the people who are testifying in front of Congress. All of those people kind of make up the interest groups.